Hi all. Let's start with topic 2 of unit 1 part 1, definition of computer organization and architecture. This is about what do you mean by computer architecture, what is meant by computer organization, and computer architecture versus organization. What is the difference between both? So what is meant by computer architecture? Computer architecture refers to the design and basic structure of a computer system. So, for example, say when you are constructing a building, so what do we basically do? Starting, we have to have a design of it, right? So the architecture engineer or the designer, he makes a design of the particular structure. So the computer architecture, similarly, it refers to the design and the basic structure of a computer system, including its hardware structures, the interconnections, so how the hardware should look like what should be the how they should be interconnected, and the principles that guide their organization. So similarly, it encompasses the high level aspects of the computer design. It mainly deals with the high level aspects of the design of a computer system. So such as the instruction set architecture, how the instruction set architecture should look like. What is the memory hierarchy and the organization of the CPU. So all these together form the computer architecture. So there are three main categories that has to be considered when in the design of an architecture of a computer. The first thing is a system design, instruction set architecture, and microarchitecture. So whenever you are designing an architecture for a given computer, there are three things that has to be kept in mind: the design of the system design, instruction set architecture, and microarchitecture. So as a part of system design, we have to deal with the processors, memory, storage devices, and network interfaces. So all this has to be keeping in mind while designing the computer as a part of system design. So and similarly, the instruction set architect, you have to be concerned about the architecture, instruction set architecture. Here we are more focused on the different type of instructions that are used in the computer, like arithmetic instructions, control instructions, data transfer instructions, logical instructions. All these have to be taken in considered into account. And it should also consider the microarchitecture, like how your registers should be, the cache, memory, ALU, control units. All these have the design has to be done based on all the three types of architectures, like system design, microarchitecture, and instruction set architecture. So the computer architecture, it is plays a very crucial and vital role in determining the overall performance of your computer system, as well as the efficiency, the power efficiency of your system, the scalability of your system. Everything depends upon the way in which the architecture of a computer is being designed. So scalability here means that how can it adapt to the changes. So if you want to add some new features or delete any features, so how does it respond? Everything depends upon the way in which the architecture of a particular computer has been designed. Next, coming to a computer organization. What do you mean by computer organization? So computer organization deals with the physical components of a computer. So physical components, it is nothing but it refers to the way in which the various components, there are multiple components present in the computer system, like your uh, arithmetic logic unit, ALU, like control unit, registers. There are so many components which are present in the system. So the organization is all about how your components are interconnected and how they are working together to perform any particular task or execute the user programs. So that is nothing but your computer organization. So it encompasses the design and arrangement of the hardware components, how the hardware components have to be arranged. like the CPU, memory, input, output, control. So how they have to be arranged in order to ensure effective and efficient operation of the computer system. This is taken care by computer organization, and it includes the physical connection, not only the arrangement of your hardware like CPU, ALU. It also includes the connection between the circuits like adder, subtractor. To perform arithmetic and logical operations, you have certain circuits like adder and subtractor. So these connections between these type of components will also be taken care by computer organization. So the computer organization is of three types: single accumulator organization, general register organization, and stack organization. You will learn in detail about this in the later chapters. So the computer organization plays a very crucial role in determining the overall performance and efficiency of your computer system. So if you look at this picture, you can identify uh, this computer components, circuit design, logic design, all these comes under the hardware, whereas your system design, and application programs are nothing, they are a part of a software. So the computer architecture is mainly concerned about the system design, where the design part of your computer system and a computer design. Whereas the organization at the low level, it is mainly concerned about the components or the hardware parts of a computer system. They design the circuits, how the circuits are designed, and the connections between them, logical connections. All this is nothing but your computer organization. So, computer organization refers to a low level, whereas the computer architecture refers to a high level. So now let's see the difference between the computer organization, the comparative study between organization and architecture. So in computer architecture, it deals with the functional behavior of the computer system, whereas the computer organization deals with the organizational structure of the computer and various structural relationships. The structure of the like the how the components are connected, and what are the relationship between them, how they are interconnected, everything. So the computer architecture, it is like a blueprint of for your design. So while designing a computer system, the architecture will be decided first. Based on the architecture, the organization will be taken care, like the computer organization is decided after the architecture. Next, it involves in computer architecture, it involves the logical components such as instruction set, addressing modes. We are going to decide about more about the instruction set, addressing modes, and all. But in case of organization, it involves physical units such as your circuit design, adders, signals, peripherals, all different components of your computer. Computer architecture describes how a computer system is designed, whereas the organization describes how a computer system works, the way in which the computer works. So, in case of computer architecture, it mainly deals with the high level design issues. Since it is present at the higher level, it deals with the high level design issues, whereas organization deals with the low level design issues. Here, the computer architecture defines the logical aspects of the computer system, whereas the computer organization, it mainly defines the physical aspects or the physical components of the computer system. So computer architecture is also called as instruction set architecture, whereas the computer organization is also called as microarchitecture. So computer architecture is concerned with what to do, whereas the computer organization is concerned with how to implement the architecture. So this is about the differences between computer organization and architecture. This is one of the important concept. So coming to the overall definition of computer architecture and organization in simple terms. So the computer architecture is a blueprint for the design of a computer system. It describes how the computer system is designed. So based on the design, you're going to your computer system will be designed. Based on the architecture, the computer system will be designed. On the other hand, if you look at a computer organization, This is how the operational parts of the system are linked together. The peripherals or the individual components of your computer, how they are being linked together, and it also explains about how the computer works, and it provides a structural relationship between the parts of your computer system. So this is all about computer architecture and computer organization. Thank you.